So it seems like Blizzard NetEase cannot catch a break from breaking the game every other update. Last time with the update, they end up breaking the daily gem counter, and this time around, they end up basically deleting everyone but essences. So yeah, update bring some new bugs. We will be talking about that, starting with the pet essences are all gone. Everyone who had quite a lot of pet essences, they are all deleted. And then some UI bugs with the shop. And then towards the end, we're going to talk about new upcoming 2-star gem, Crimson Ballet, being overhyped. Some people reached out to me, told me that the gem is being overhyped, and I had a really interesting chat with them, so I want to talk about that, if it is going to be true or not. But let's start with the pet essences being gone. So if you don't know what are the pet essences, this is what we need them for. Right now, I should have some familiar watches. There we go. I have 6 of these. So if we go use these watches, you will see that I would need the pet essences to basically upgrade these familiars. So if we go to familiar tab and now try and empower them, you can see I only have 53 pet essences now, and before I had like 16,000, 19,000, or maybe even more pet essences. This is something that I got today, and I was just running some dungeons and just trying to farm some greens. You guys can see I'm trying to get some more wisp. But anyhow, all pet essences been deleted. It is a shame, but the good thing is that Blizzard is already aware about this and looking into this bug. And most likely by the time you guys will be watching this, your pet essences will be back. But it was a newsworthy that every single update they are somewhat breaking something. Last time it was a gem counter. This time around it was the pet essences. And moving on to the next one, some people are reporting that the shop UI is being bugged as well for them. If they try and purchase something, they are getting somewhat this on their screen. Basically, you cannot see anything what you are trying to purchase, so be careful out there with your purchases. Maybe wait for them to hotfix the shop as well, so you don't accidentally lose anything. But I have not seen anyone like losing any money over this bug. But this is something that some players reached out to me and reported as well. Sometimes the shop just get bugged and you don't know what you are like seeing on your screen, but it does say that these bundles cost this amount of money. And my guess is that on 1st of May we are going to be getting some new bundles, and because of that we are seeing some of these UI bugs. But there we go, that was it. And now let's dive into the interesting topic that is gonna be the new upcoming 2-star legendary gem, Crimson Ballet, been overhyped. So like I said earlier, some people from the community reached out to me, and we had really interesting chat. Some of these people are really smart. They do theory crafting, do a lot of testing, and in their opinion, what they told me was, Apollyon, you are getting too excited for this upcoming 2-star legendary gem, Crimson Ballet. It is going to be good, but it will not be OP. In their opinion, they think that this gem is going to have a fixed duration of 6 seconds for the damage buff. They don't think you will able to extend the duration of this gem with Virtus Arches or the beneficial duration, and this will have the fixed duration of 6 seconds, and that's it. And they believe it is going to be same for the damage reduction, 6 seconds. I asked them why they believe it is going to be like that, and they told me in the past that we have seen something similar with the Mother Lament, where the Virtus Arches at least doesn't increase the duration of the gem, but some of the other beneficial effects does increase the duration of the mother lament, and you can somewhat reach a second. So in their opinion, either this gem is going to be fixed at 6 seconds, or Vitus Argis is not going to be working with this gem. And the reason for that is, in their opinion, because it is a 2-star gem and not a 5-star gem. Now, I was kind of shocked by that. These are some of the very smart people, do a lot of theory crafting, and I told them that isn't how things work, at least when it comes to damage buff stuff. And I gave them an example as well of this. For example, if I told them, if we go equip the meteor here and put on an Aston that boosts our damage, we can actually extend the duration. So if we go here and use this after casting meteor, your damage is increased by 19%. 3 seconds is the duration. And if I use meteor, you guys will see that I had more than 3-second duration on the meteor. Again, about 6-second duration on my meteor. And I was kind of shocked when these people told me they don't think you will able to extend the duration of this gem, and it is going to be 6 seconds. I have a different opinion. But I was like, if that somehow turns to be true, I mean, that's going to be super, like, that's going to like kill the hype of the gem for a lot of people if you will not able to extend the duration from 6 seconds to maybe like 10-12 seconds. And I can see myself like Vitus not working with this gem. That logic was pretty solid. Vitus doesn't work with the Mother Lament, and that at least didn't make sense to me, that maybe Vitus will not work with the Crimson Behelit, and maybe other sources will work. Maybe some beneficial duration that you have on your gear, like the chest, legs, and belt, and the shoes, and of course the reforge. Maybe that is gonna able to extend the duration of the Crimson Behelit, but Vitus might not work with the gem. But that is kind of theory at the moment. We will need to test the gem and it will be released. But yeah, if that turns out to be true, what they told me, it is gonna be not something that exciting, at least not for me. I like to extend the duration as much as I can, and if it turns out to be true, yeah, I won't be that excited, and I can see a lot of people in the same boat. Anyhow, I'm signing off. See you all in the next one. You guys have a great day. Later.